Yeah, I'm in the lab, man. They talking about, man. It's part 2 of the Resurrection Sunday. It's cap video. You know, we gotta tell the truth. We gotta tell the truth, and I'm gonna make sure that this video isn't upside down. So this is the continuation to the last video. This is part 2. So.
Play.
Keep the Pasch, that's Passover, on the Lord's Day.
Volume 32,
Sunday.
36, 39, 44.
Sunday,
Oh my gosh, I gotta turn this off.
As the whole general period of Christ's crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. However, since no one could accept condensing events of 3 days and 3 nights into just one day, Passover is one day, the idea of a Friday crucifixion was born. Hermes' statement was used to validate the position of Pius's successor, Anicetus, who disputed with Polycarp, who was trained by the Apostle John, over transferring Passover to a Sunday. Polycarp taught the observance of Passover as Christ and the apostles had done. The bishops of Rome, however, had other ideas.
We always do.
Thus, the supposed Hermes letter was either a forgery or was deceptively reported by Pius, who died just before Polycarp's visit to Rome. The Roman bishops had decreed that they possessed the power to supersede and change the times and laws of God. Read Daniel 7:25. They rewrote history and changed the order of events to introduce false doctrines.
False!
Their effort to change the
Accusations!
resurrection to Sunday was in fact a continuation of a Babylonian tradition. That Nimrod, father of the Babylonian mystery religion, was resurrected on a Sunday. By AD 321, Roman Emperor Constantine established Sunday worship as part of the official state religion, thus legitimizing the various traditions attached to that day.
There you go.
Jesus' crucifixion occurred on Passover afternoon, the 14th of Abib, or Nisan, which is the first month in God's sacred calendar.
April.
This occurred in the year AD 31, in which Passover fell on a Wednesday. Many failed to consider Daniel's prophecy that the Messiah would be cut off in the midst of the week,
Wednesday,
as it says in Daniel 9. Wednesday is the middle of the week,
come on now.
the day of Passover in AD 31. According to the Roman calendar, this was Wednesday, April 25th. Here is a brief but important timeline. Between the 9th and 12th hours on Wednesday, 3 to 6 p.m., Jesus died. Luke 23, verses 44 to 46. With Pilate's permission, Joseph of Arimathea procured the body, wrapped it in linen, John 19:40, and placed it in the sepulchre, Luke 23, 50 to 53. By the time the burial was complete, the Sabbath drew on, verse 54. Thus the burial took place on Passover day, shortly before sunset. Passover is what is called a preparation day. The day of Passover precedes an annual Sabbath called the first day of unleavened bread, or a high Sabbath, or high day, John 19:31. This Sabbath fell on a Thursday that year. It was on this day that the high priest and the Pharisees came to Pilate to ensure Christ's tomb was sealed and guarded. Matthew 27, 62 to 66. Mark 16:1 records what occurred Friday. And when the annual Sabbath was passed, Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Salome had bought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him.
Come on now.
Verse 2 jumps to Sunday morning.
Come on now.
The phrase, and when the Sabbath was passed, refers to the Thursday high day. Since the women could not buy spices on the seventh-day Sabbath, Saturday, Friday was the only time they could have done this.
Thank you.
Luke 23:56 states, and they returned and prepared spices and ointments and rested the Sabbath day according to the commandment.
Woo.
After buying the spices, they returned and prepared them to be applied to Christ's body in the tomb, which they planned to do after resting on the weekly Sabbath, again Saturday. The next verse, Luke 24:1 adds, now upon the first day of the week, Sunday, very early in the morning, they, the women, came to the sepulchre, bringing the spices which they had prepared, and certain others with them. The women found the tomb empty. Verse 3. 2 angels informed them that Christ was already risen. Verses 4 to 6. Mark 16:2 states that the women were present at the rising of the sun. This means Jesus was resurrected before sunrise. John 20 verse 1 tells us that Mary Magdalene came early when it was yet dark and found the stone that sealed the tomb was already rolled away. So a sunrise resurrection was impossible because Jesus was already resurrected. Let this sink in. Nowhere does Scripture record that Jesus rose at sunrise on Sunday morning.
Thank you.
However, it does tell us that he would be in his grave for 3 days and 3 nights. Anyone willing to believe the Bible should not find this difficult to accept.
Thank you.
In fact, it is the only logical
Video progress bar 14 minutes. 27 seconds of 28 minutes. 32 seconds.
before sunset on Wednesday. 3 complete days, 3 days and 3 nights, bring us to the end of the weekly Sabbath. Saturday, just prior to sunset, when Christ was resurrected, exactly as he had prophesied. I urge you to read our booklet, Christ's Resurrection Was Not on Sunday, and the article, Christ's Crucifixion Was Not on Friday. They thoroughly cover the timing of these events.
Alright.
The World to Come program.
Appreciate you, bro. I got it from here. I got it. Okay, I got it. And just, okay, I got it. And just drop down and get your alone. Hey. He broke that thing down so beautifully, didn't it? Hey, chat, he broke that thing down so beautifully, didn't it? Oh my gosh, like, gotcha. So, now, they said, all right, Chris, well, why'd you make a video about, why do you care, Chris? Why don't you mind your business? It doesn't matter if people worship on Sunday. It doesn't matter if they celebrate Good Friday. Why don't you mind your business, Chris? It's none of your business. Why do you care? Let people do what they do. You can't, like, y'all really be, wow. So I made this video because I know that some people really want to know the truth, but they haven't been exposed to it. So I'm going to expose you to the truth because, bruh, I looked at everybody on Sunday, talking about some Resurrection Sunday, and they wore their Easter's best, wore their best clothes, and they went to church. They wore their best clothes, and they went to church. For what? I don't even know why, bro. I don't even know. And then, you know what be so crazy? They try to get you to go. Are you going? No, I'm not going. I'm going to brunch. And then I'm leaving before y'all get out of church and fill the place up. Because, bro, why would I go to church on Resurrection Sunday to celebrate some cap shit? Like, the man just told you and gave you scripture that Jesus the Christ, you know, and if I'm trying to say it correctly, was it Yahushua the Messiah? I think that's correct. That's how you say it in the Hebrew, I think. But it's a waste of time going to church celebrating Resurrection Sunday. What the fuck y'all got the Easter bunnies for? Where the fuck is Good Friday come from? He just told you it came from some people that changed this shit up. So why are y'all in church on Resurrection Sunday? Why? Why are y'all celebrating Resurrection Sunday? Why y'all just talking about Easter bunnies? Why you got the Easter costume? Why you got the bunny costume? What are you doing? Like, I just don't understand, bro. I don't get it. Bro. I really don't. Why would you follow some false shit? And the scripture say they're gonna follow false shit. Ain't that crazy how the scripture called it? The scripture called it, bro. Like, y'all wildin', bro, for real. It's like, as a man, I can't tell you to be real and then go to Resurrection Sunday and celebrate some fake shit. How could I do that? Hey, yo, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna go celebrate some fake shit this Sunday, though. Easter's best, nigga. I'm gonna have my best suit on while I'm celebrating this fake shit, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I do that shit, bro. And it's like, bro, that church should be crazy, bro. Cause like I understand, but like the shit, the church we got today, that's why scriptures say. And I'm making this for the Christians that want the truth. Like if you want to if you want to celebrate Resurrection Sunday and all that stuff, go ahead, man. Easter's all about Passover, but I already covered that. But it's like, bro, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I be like, bro, the Easter Bunny, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, bro, they got y'all, bro, man, and that's why the Israelites was in Egypt for 40 years in the wilderness. Cause, hey, bro, Resurrection Sunday, that's wilderness. You be like, man, them Egyptians, they was stupid. It was in the wilderness for 40 years, not me. You know, understand that? Do you understand that being in the wilderness for 40 years, that's like, that trip wasn't even supposed to take that long, bro. That trip wasn't supposed to take no 40 years, bro. Can you imagine trying to drive to DC and it take you 90 days to get to DC? No, fuck that. Can you imagine it taking you 5 years to drive to DC? Y'all laugh at these Egyptians, but y'all celebrating Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday. Y'all celebrate Easter with the bunnies. Forgot all about Passover. This is some simple stuff, bro. What's wrong? What y'all doing, bro? Can you imagine if it took you 5 years to get to DC driving from here? It's gonna take me 2 hours to get to DC. I call you 2 hours later, where you at? Oh, I ain't get there yet, bro. I got about, I don't know, bro. I'll call you when I get there. I'll call you back an hour later, bro. Where you at? You on the way? Yeah, no, I'm on the way, bro. How far are you? Let me call you back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow done got here. I'm like, bro, you good, bro? You said you was leaving, you know what I'm saying, yesterday. I ain't seen you, bro. Like, where you at, bro? You coming? Yeah, I'm coming, bro. I'm on the highway now. I've been on the highway since last night. Like, I'm gonna start to get concerned. Like, why? You DC, right? You in DC? You in Bruh. Looking at y'all crazy. And you know, if I'm looking at y'all crazy, then the man upstairs probably looking at y'all crazy too, bro. Man, y'all gotta tighten up, man. Y'all gotta tighten up, bro. It's not a good look. 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 It's not a good look.